Hello everyone, Elias5891 here with another KTANE module tutorial. This time, we are covering the curriculum module. I have done this one before, but it's received decent enough changes that I think it warrants another look. For curriculum, it's very, somewhat edgework heavy now, a little more than it used to be. You have a class schedule, Monday through Friday, with 6 periods a day. You have various classes, which you can determine by these buttons. Each button has 2 possible courses to take, each with 3 sections. The objective is to get the correct classes and a valid section with a minimal amount of conflicts, as represented by this red square when you've got 2 classes at the same time. Right classes, wrong conflicts, or no conflicts, and avoiding criteria conditions based on some edgework stuff. And that's what we're aiming to do with this one. Now, the first thing you need to do is figure out which classes you need to take. Very simply, you're going to use the serial number characters, the first 5, and in order, if you've got an even character, either an even number, or when you convert the letter to a number, it's in an even position. Like B would be 2, D would be 4, X would be 24. A number or a letter that converts to an even number. If it's even, you're going to use the top class. If it's odd, you're going to use the bottom class. Now, something a lot of people don't realize, the 5 columns here do not necessarily have the same order as the 5 buttons here, but it is the same 5 buttons. And it always defaults to the even position. So you'll notice the even classes here, you've got 3 P's and 2 L's. And here on my module to start, I've got 3 P's and 2 L's. That's always the case. So if your first 5 characters happen to be even, then you know you've got them set to the right thing. But anyway, let's go through and figure out which classes we do need overall. We have 2 is even, C is 3, which is odd, 4 is even, D is 4 is even, D is 4 is even. So we need physics, literature, programming, linguistics, and logic. PLPLL. Now, different people give out this differently than I do. If I'm helping the diffuser figure out which ones he needs, I like to hear all the options across, in this case LPLPP, and then the alternatives, so have them click until all of them change to their other option. MLEME. And then I can, go through, figure out which ones we actually want for each one. Other people will read them out in pairs. They'll do L or M and wait for a response to that, L or P and wait for a response to that, and so on. I like getting it all up front. It just makes more sense to me, but know how your diffuser is going to do it. So for this, L versus M, I need to find the class column that has an L and an M class. That's linguistics and management. Which one do I need? I need linguistics. P versus L, philosophy versus literature. I need the literature. LE, logic electronics. I have logic highlighted. PM, physics math. I have P highlighted. PE, programming economy. I have P highlighted. Classes should be LLLPP. So that gives me this option. Now, as a reminder, this is where we started. Is that where we started? I think it is. No conflicts, it looks right. So, conversely, if, say, they read it out to me like this, I could tell if it's all the original ones, just change the PL option from a P to an L. Because everything else matches that initial state. I could actually do that before they even give me the options, and then they don't have to read them out. So, just a little shortcut ahead. I'll illustrate that a little better next time. But, moving on. So LLLPP. That gives us the courses we need. Now we need to see what other conditions need to apply. So we're going to scroll down. We're going to go through these conditions and figure out which one applies first. Mathlete, last character of the serial is 0. It doesn't apply. Party animal, 5 or more ports. Doesn't apply. Part-timer, empty port plate present. That is actually true. I got 2 of those suckers. So this rule applies, and the effect of it is I can't take lectures on Thursday or Friday at all. Now, a lot of people mistakenly think, oh my gosh, that's knocking out 12 options. That's going to make it harder. No, that makes it a lot easier. So if I can go through and scan through say, all 3 of my logic courses options, if 2 of them have a Thursday-Friday slot and 1 of them doesn't, I know it has to be the one that doesn't. So, this is actually a good thing in my opinion. We know Thursday and Friday have to be blank. We're actually almost there. We just have this one on the 4th hour of Thursday, or the 4th period of Thursday. But we also have 2 conflicts, 2 overlapping periods, both on Monday. So we need to fix those. Now, there is an issue with, or not an issue, there is an element to this module where, special condition, if you have no strikes and have solved at least 1 module, then you can have a conflict. Conflict being the red box. Now, since I'm doing all 1 module bombs, that's never going to apply here. But if you're doing it in a normal bomb, you haven't struck yet, and you've gotten something else done already, you're allowed to have 1 of these red spots you haven't gotten rid of. Alright, so let's scan through some of these courses, see if we can figure out which ones need to be where. Because at this point, it's all diffuser work. So this first one has to be an L. So, of these options, notice L2 gives me a class on Friday. Well, that can't be right. We don't want that one. So I've got L1, L3. L3 gives me an extra conflict, so let's leave it on L1 for now. Okay, let's do the second class. Currently L1, L2, L3. L3 gave me a conflict and 2 Thursday classes, so L3 is wrong. Let's leave it on L2 moved my conflicts, both of them, but I've still got 2. So let's leave it at 1 for now. We may come back to that one. Let's try the third one. Well, that moved a Thursday course, but we've still got 1 on Thursday, which we can't have. That got rid of my Thursday course, so this one has to be L3. This one's kind of locked in. So L3 it is. Now you'll notice, actually, I have no conflicts now. I thought I had a this module, I've noticed, and I can't explain quite why this is. Sometimes if you super speed through options, I don't know if it maybe loses some of them along the way. Because I'm pretty sure when we moved that to L3 originally, that we had a conflict, that we still had at least 1 conflict, maybe 2. Obviously we don't now. So, at this point, I mean, we've got LLLPP, we have no conflicts, no reds, nothing on Thursday, Friday. This should be a valid answer. And so it is. A little odd that seemed to disappear on us there. That's okay. Let's do another one. Serial number is 9, odd, H, even, 8, 2, even, D, 4, even, C, odd. So we're going to switch 2 things, because remember, they're all starting on even. So what I actually will do if I'm experting is I'll tell them, alright, change PM to M, change LE to E. So there's one of them that should be an LE. We want E, not L. It's not that one. There we go. That one's an LE, so we want an E. The other one is a PM, and I want the M. So PL, nope, PM. So that gives us the letters we want. Overall, it should be 2 P's, an L, an E, and M. 2 P's, an L, an E, and M. Now, this does have the downside of not being able to verify your work afterwards like the other method does, so I'll do the other method again for the last one I cover here in a second. But just wanted to illustrate that's how I actually prefer to do it. And we need to know what condition. Athlete, last digit of the serial is 0, false. 5 or more ports pleasant, true. So we're a party animal this time. Can't take lectures in the last slot of every day. So that knocks out slot 6 every single day. Not a hugely restrictive condition, so it's not going to be a big help, but we'll see what we can work around. We're going to keep this first one at L. We're trying to get rid of conflicts, and we're trying to get rid of anything in slot 6. Well, we didn't get rid of anything in 6, but L3 did get rid of one of our 2 conflicts, so let's leave it at L3 for now. Okay, the next one's a P. Remember, it's a P. Again, nothing moving into the 6th slot. We did have the option to put it on P3 and move the conflict, but we haven't gotten rid of it. So let's leave it at P1 for now. Alright, this one, starting at E1, E class. Okay, that one added a class here on Wednesday 6th, so that E3 is obviously bad. Although E2 gets rid of my conflict completely. I still have this class in the 6th slot I have to get rid of, but I have no conflicts now, which is good. Let's keep looking. Let's change this one from M1 to M2. Haha! Slot 6 is open. Still have no conflicts. We're done. One more, and we'll do this kind of the standard way. This is the way that, if you play on the Discord, most people tend to do it. Oh, no, I can't on this one. Whiskey 3-3, Sierra Charlie, that's odd, 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 odd. Every one of them is odd, so every one of them needs to change. I would stop anyone who's trying to do it a different way and just be like, change them all. So, all of these are going to change to their other letter, like so. Getting 5 odds or 5 evens is really nice for this module. It's kind of like a, I'm not going to call it a unicorn because it's not that uncommon, but it's a nice little thing. And let's check criteria. Last digit of serial 0, nope. 5 or more ports, nope. Empty port plate, nope. No indicators, nope. 3 or more batteries present, yes. Can't take lectures in the second halves of Monday or Wednesday. Monday and Wednesday. So, Monday 4, 5, 6, Wednesday 4, 5, 6 have to be emptied. So we have a conflict to fix, and we have a class on Wednesday 5 to get rid of. Let's look through some options. M1, M2, M3. It moves my conflict, but it doesn't get rid of the conflict completely. So let's leave it at M1 for now. Let's try the second one. M1, M2, M3. Well, I obviously can't leave it on M1 because that's what's giving me this class Wednesday 5. But I'm going to have to deal with a conflict in either of the other 2 options. So let's try M2 for now, see if we can get rid of that Friday 5 conflict. Let's scroll through the first one. Actually, oh look, we got rid of it. I was just going to kind of scroll through this real quick and check if any of those options reduce the number of conflicts we have. This one does. This moves us to a single conflict Friday at 4. So let's double check the other M options, make sure we don't, again, can't get rid of that conflict in a single movement. We cannot. So let's move to the third character. Can we get rid of Friday 4? No, we can't. How about with the fourth character? Nope. So it's got to be this last one causing it. And so it is. So this one doesn't work because we don't want the conflict. This one sticks a Wednesday 4 class in. We can't do that at all. But this one, no conflicts. End of days are open. Alright, we are going to do one more, because I did want to do one the way most people do it. 1 Tango 7. Okay, so odd, even, T is 20, that's even. 7, uniform, uniform. Yeah, the way a lot of people will read it, which is not the way I did it the first time either, is they'll go, okay, L or E, and then you gotta look, well, which one's the LE column? It's this last one. Which letter do we want? E. And then it's kind of a back and forth. I don't like that one. It tends to be too lengthy, too back and forth, too error prone for me. But, matter of preference. PE, we need E. PL, we need P. PM, we need M. LM, we need M. So this is the setup we need. EEPMM. EEPMM. 2 E's, 2 M's, and a P. Yep. Let's look at rules. Last digit serial 0. No. 5 plus ports. No. Empty plate. No. No indicators. No. 3 or more batteries. It is band practice again. Second half of Monday and Wednesday. Notice that one's only 6 spots. It's not a huge help. The no lectures on Thursday, Friday is your best buddy on this one. With, I guess, the freshman year, the last one, can't take lectures second half of Friday, leaving things the most open, which I think makes it the hardest, because then you don't have 2 ways to eliminate classes. Alright, so we have one conflict fixed, Tuesday 3. We've already got the no classes second half of Monday, Wednesday taken care of. So let's just get rid of this conflict. We'll scroll through letters till we find one that moves the conflict. That one didn't. But notice, flipping through things, something happened and we kind of lost the conflict anyway. That works. So I guess there's 2 lessons to this one. One, sometimes it does weird things. Usually it's in your favor when it does. And secondly, I mean, this is really how we're working it. We'll do one more legitimately, because I feel kind of bad for cheesing the last one. Even, odd, odd, even, even. So, you know, use whatever method you want to convey it. In this case, that'd be, okay, you need to change a P to an L and a P to an E. P to an L and P to an E would be these 2. Condition, mathlete, last digit of serial 0. That's true. Wow. So, can't take lectures on Tuesday. So Tuesday is out. Tuesday 4, that's out. So we need to get rid of that class. We need to get rid of the conflict. I like getting rid of the class requirements first. So let's see how to get rid of this Tuesday at 4. Not with that. That's not doing it. Nope. Nope. There we go. So either of those gives us a different conflict. So let's deal with this one. Let's try L2. Can we get rid of the conflict Monday 3? Again, let's scroll through and see which one's causing it. Or make it go away. I still want to see if I can get rid of it. Okay, this would have shifted it to a Thursday 1 deal. In which case, we could have changed this and tried to get rid of the conflict on this button or on the other button. Sometimes you kind of gotta go back and forth. It's being really weird, so it's really hard to kind of go into much more detail on this. So I think this is where we're going to wrap this one up. Don't hope that it's always going to glitch one out, because it doesn't always do that. It's being a little generous for me today. So that's going to wrap us up for this one. So, as always, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, suggestions, please leave them down below as always. If this one stops being glitchy, I may add on to this video or redo it again, just so you know. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it. Until next time, this has been Eliott. Thanks so much for watching. Have fun, and do not explode. Bye, guys.